welcome back to the Unexpected Podcast. I'm your host, Carter Nachrub, and today we got a special guest on. Frank isn't able to make it on today's podcast, but we have our co-host today, Dan Maier.
Yep, it's good to be here, Carter. Appreciate it.
So you have quite a resume, I've heard.
Yeah, it's been quite a life that I've lived, these last 7 years, my journey with fighting and living on the edge, the wild side, and, living life day by day, and it's been a wild ride, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm glad I got to be with you the last few years along the journey. It's been an exciting time with you. You and me are some of the best friends, and so I'm happy to see where the rest of the journey's going to take you.
Yeah, me too, man. It's a lot of ups and downs the last 3 years, but, fight through it, building our businesses and, maybe get back in the fight game this year.
Yeah.
Possible, overcoming injuries, and there's a lot of mental preparation, and taking time off has been good for me, Just kind of worked on my businesses, making money.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need fighting to make money anymore, so could possibly just do it for fun.
Yeah. So, for the people out there that don't know much about you or your fighting career, you want to explain to them 30 seconds of who you were?
Yeah, basically, I was a mixed martial artist in MMA. I've got 4 fights on my resume. I've only got 1 defeat, and then I've also won a couple boxing tournaments, and haven't quite reached the super high level yet, but a definitely upcoming fighter out of Wisconsin, and looking forward to maybe get back on track, and get back in the fight game and try to make a name for myself and my hometown,
Yeah. So what really made you stop?
Basically, I had a neck injury. A couple vertebrae were pinching some nerves and stuff like that in my back, and I've been doing rehabilitation on my spine, trying to get that all healed up and stuff. And it's been a longer process than I thought. Also some neurological problems as well from falling on my head during a training. We were training and got flipped kind of wrong, landed right on my spine. Definitely lucky just to not be paralyzed and everything like that. And yeah, just been trying to build back and going to therapy and getting the help I need, and finally starting to make some improvements. So we'll see if I enter the cage or the boxing ring soon.
Sweet. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad you're doing a lot better than what you have been doing, and you're healing. Because that's always a tough process to go through.
It is, everybody talks about the fight game and how the fun, the good sides of it and stuff, but there's a lot of, 2 sides. There's a lot of bad, hard times. Nobody ever talks about the rough road that you take, and, just becoming an upcoming fighter. There's a lot of risks that you have to take, through the journey, and just to get to the highest level, to be somebody. And nobody ever talks about that, and they keep it quiet until they get famous and stuff like that. But for me, it's definitely a road that I'm glad I took, and I'm glad to be getting back on it.
Sweet. So what else do you have planned for the upcoming years?
Basically businesses. I have a couple businesses already started in the Twin Cities. I've got a plumbing business and a tree service, and, making over 6 figures a year, already as a young entrepreneur, it's my 3rd year being in the cities, and, taking it day by day and, learning as I go. It's been a rough road. We've had $0 in our bank account when we first moved down here, and, we're finally starting to get it together.
Yeah, but we took that first step.
Yeah, we took the first step to building our futures, and didn't know much about the city, just small town, me and Carter from small town in northern Wisconsin, and we're taking the next step, and it's been a crazy road.
Yeah, the Twin Cities have changed me a lot. Never thought I would be a city person, but here I am. What changed you the most about living in the cities?
Oh man, I remember we were just small town boys, man. I didn't know how to dress properly. I can tell you that. The city changed me a little bit. More manners, more discipline. The world isn't so small. Business-wise, it is probably the best thing that I've ever done financially. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, I always thought maybe someday I'd move to a city, but I never thought it'd be so early in my career, in my life. And we moved here a couple of years ago. It's been a big change. It's not like the biggest city in the world, but it's a lot bigger than where I've lived in the past. And it's definitely changed me. The people here changed me, and I've learned a lot. I've grown a lot, but it allows you to meet a lot more people out there, and there's a lot more like-minded thinkers in this world who want to change the world and have their bigger visions too in what they want to do.
Yeah, and home will always be in our hearts, It's something that humbled us and brought us up hardworking, and never take that out of us, So it's definitely awesome that we're here. But anyways, I think we're going to fill you guys in on some mental challenges that we've both been through and how we are recovering from them, and how you as well could recover. For anybody suffering from anxiety, depression, other things that you don't like to talk about. So Carter, why don't you tell us a little bit about some things that you've been through in life and maybe your recovery?
Yeah, so I mean, I've battled with my depression and the feeling of
alienation.
What?
Alienation, kind of.
Yeah, like not really feeling a part of me, feeling a little out there, and it's been a long ride to get where I am, and I've worked hard too, and I'm still improving every day. But when life puts you down, sometimes it's hard to get back up.
Yeah.
And I know I've struggled with that, and I still struggle with it some days. For the most part, I've been doing a lot better, been able to enjoy life a lot more, especially the last 4 or 5 months. And that's really just by trying to live more in the moment and really know that there's a lot of better opportunities out there, and really create a vision and path for myself, and really trying to figure it out. And when I'm on track, I feel like I'm going the right way. But sometimes I feel like I fall off the track.
Yeah, I totally understand that. And if you're a fighter, you're an astronaut, you're a bus driver, we're all human. We all have feelings. We all get sad. We all get depressed. It's all about how you react, to your emotions. And you're gonna have good days. You're gonna have bad days. It's just you have to keep going, no matter what you feel like. And I wish I would have known this at a younger age, to just keep going, never give up. There's a lot of people out there that care and love you, and I think just chugging forward and be a better you every day.
Yeah, I think that's a message that a lot of people in this world want to hear, but don't know the right place to go to hear it.
And you're not gonna know. I mean, you're not gonna know. You're gonna be sitting there working your job every day, and that just be the course that you're on. You're not gonna find it in some book or get it from some wise man. It's gonna be hard work and dedication is where you're gonna get it from. Taking the risk, taking the chance, taking the jump. That's where you get, experience, to be somebody. And I think we've learned a lot of that, you know.
Yeah. I really think it's about taking that first step.
It's a big first step, yeah.
Because that's the most important.
Mm-hmm. And being honest with yourself.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't do self-evaluation and you don't really take the time out of your life to figure your own life out,
Exactly.
you know, sitting down with your one-on-one with yourself and asking yourself these hard questions about who you are, what you want to do with your life, where you're currently at, and where you want to be at. And a lot of us don't take the time out to do that.
Yeah.
But it's about taking that first step.
Yeah, we really reminisce in our minds just unnecessary things that we can't control, and we think that we overreact to the situations when really it's not that big of a problem as we think. You know, you got to have control of your emotions, your thoughts, and who you are, you know. And by finding that and by really saying it's really not that big of a deal, by really just walking away and not fighting it, I think that's how you find your calmness. You find your peace inside, and how you find yourself. And yeah, I really think so. So is there anything else you want to talk about, you know, with depression, anxiety, how like maybe a couple steps like somebody could take if they're suffering from isolation or abusiveness? And
I think it's important for everyone to, you know, really find one friend, one person to talk to, somebody who's going to be upfront with them. It might sound harsh, some things they might say, but you want a true person who might tell you the hard things, but will also help you get through the hard things.
Yeah, you want the truth.
Yeah, you want the truth. You don't want lies. You don't want somebody who's fake and is going to tell you all the oogie googie stuff. You know, No, you want somebody who's direct, but also will help you through it.
Yep. I mean, you look around at a table and 97% of people that you've ever met meant nothing in your life. You know, you sit down and be honest with yourself and others. I mean, through my injuries, through my hard times, who was there? You know, through yours, through trial and error, who was really there? You put down the alcohol, you put down the drugs. I mean, who's really there at the end of the day? And you really have yourself, and you got to take a good look in the mirror and be like, can I get through anything myself? And if you can, then you found a good piece of yourself. And I truly believe that. I also think that I have a few tips that I follow by. I follow with all my heart through these hard times, through making money. I go through like I call it wealth, health, and relationships. That's what I like to call it. And I think wealth is a big part of your life. And I think if you do it the right way and you manage it the right way, it can help you and benefit you in a lot of ways. And relationships is everybody you've ever met.
This is one of the most important ones, too.
Yeah, this is one of the most important things that I really view, and it's helped me succeed in life with business and money. And relationships have made me a lot of money. And also with love, relationships, and family, it's a big value in your life. I don't really think you should skip that one. And then health. Health is the most important thing. Without health, you have nothing. So take care of yourself. You know, don't sip the bottle too much. Stay away from the drugs as much as you want. Not saying you should or shouldn't, but eat healthy and know that you can do a lot more than you think in one day. You know, you don't have to get home from work and drink a beer, not eat dinner. You know, I'm not saying be healthy, but there are a lot of ways, you know. People are lazy, man. I mean, people are really lazy. So, yeah, I think those are some good tips that I follow, and I think if other people follow them, that'd be great too. But if not, okay. So, what do you think?
Well, what can you go a little deeper and explain in wealth? Because wealth isn't just about money.
Yeah,
it's
kind of
about
what I
more
was
than
saying. That's kind of what I was saying with wealth is a tool. You know, it's a tool that benefits you to have things, to get things that make you happy, to satisfy you, but to also help others as well. So donating and charities, I mean, that's all a part of wealth as well, and we forget that. We forget how much we can help somebody. We forget it, and it's just natural. We get selfish, and I believe that if managed right, it doesn't mean $1 million isn't wealth. I mean, it can be whatever you have. I mean, if you're making more than your bills, I mean, you have something at the end of the day. I'm no business management rocket scientist, but genius, but I know at the end of the day, if you have less bills than your income, I mean, you have something. So it's all in how you look at it, and you could be working at McDonald's and still saving money somehow, if you're doing it right. So there's a lot of opportunities out there, and I believe wealth is very, very important, and wealth is power as well. So, yeah. I don't know. What do you think about wealth? What are your ideas of wealth?
Yeah, I mean, like with wealth, I feel like what you said, it's a lot about not just building finance for yourself, but it's the ability of what you can do with that finance as well. You can help others. If you make your money, you get the right to choose what you want to do with it. You can help others. You can build wealth for your family so your kids and your grandkids don't have to worry about finances. Wealth isn't just about money. It's about the type of life that you build around you. It doesn't just come in money, in money in the bank. It comes in things you have, and your home is your wealth. These things that you come in around you is your wealth, and you can choose what you get to do with it if you make it. And as for like relationships and your health, I just feel like it's in all these areas in our lives. It's good to set goals each year that you want to hit, as well as habits you do to reach them. Like in health, you want to lose 20 pounds. You can set the goal, but if your habits don't change, you're not going to reach that goal.
That's true.
You eat less calories. You run a mile every day. You go to the gym 3-4 times a week. You have habits that match your goals that allow you to reach them.
It's all what it is to you, What is it to you? What is wealth to you? What is health to you? What is relationships to you? We all have our different opinions. We all perceive things differently. But it's all in what you want to follow and what you classify as these subjects and these matters,
Well, I got a question for you. What is your definition of success?
I would say success is a sort of fulfillment in life. I would say if you are fulfilled with where you are at the moment, that is some sort of success. If you reach a goal, that's success. If you finish a marathon that you've been training for 6 months, I call that success. If you hit the moon, if you're an astronaut, you land on the moon, that's success to that person. I believe that's what success is. You train hard, you work hard, and you get that goal. No matter if it's, I want to save 100 pennies in my bank account and get that dollar,
But is it always something specific?
I believe success is a lot of different things. I mean, on paper and pencil. Success is so many different things. But to me, I believe that hard work doing good things, you know, that's where success comes from. You know, that's what success is for me. Hard work. That's what I've always been raised and taught, you know. It's not given on a silver platter. It doesn't feel good at the end of the day to get $1 million from somebody else. It feels good to work hard, build yourself, be better. That's success. That's success.
So something that somebody earns.
Earns. That's success to me.
Earns, okay.
What about, what's success to you?
Success to me, it's... Well, I mean, like you said, everybody might have a different definition of what success is to them.
Mm.
And I like what you said, you know, where you feel fulfilled through something you earned, because I feel like a lot of people see success as winning the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's not success, though, because you wouldn't have earned it.
Mm-hmm.
If you are just given the money, most of those people end up losing it, and it destroys their lives anyways.
Mm-hmm. It's like being famous.
Like being famous, like an overnight success fame.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, it's... What about it is something you earned, because it doesn't fulfill that hole that's left there.
Yeah, it's a lifestyle. I mean, look at Dan Bilzerian, for sort of speaks, you know? That's his lifestyle. If there wasn't cameras flashing at him, he'd probably still be living the same way. Because it's a lifestyle. It's all about your lifestyle. If you're famous, unfamous, not. It's what you perceive it to be, what you want it to be, you know? You can be that guy that works 40 hours a week. There's nothing wrong with that. It's your lifestyle. You can build that truck. You know what I mean?
If it makes you happy.
That's what
if
makes
you feel
happy.
fulfilled.
Yeah, it's so success, fulfillment is lots of different things, lots of different ways. But finding peace inside and finding yourself through the hard times, you know, that's challenging. You know, when you just have yourself, nobody else, that's hard. You know, that's where you learn a lot. There's nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
No one's coming. No one's gonna save you at the end of the day. It's you, you know. And that's where I've learned a lot, you know, from fighting. You know, I had a lot of fans. I had a lot of, man, it was fun, you know. I mean, but once it's gone, there's nobody around. There's nobody holding your hand at the end of the day. And so you really have yourself, and you have to understand that you have to be okay with having yourself. And if you're not, then you have to look deeper, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's some key lessons. And yeah, I think you have to be a little selfish too, you know, in life to get what you want. I think a lot of people try to make other people's people happy all the time. Try to do what other people are doing all the time, and it's just not going to work.
You gotta make yourself happy too.
Yeah, you gotta make yourself happy. You gotta be confident and strong, and be honest with yourself. You know, you suck at these things. Stop being a baby. You know, you're not good at these things, but you have to understand: is that what's gonna really get me somewhere?
Mm-hmm.
Or am I just gonna keep staying here and sucking? You know. So there's a lot of hard truth in life too. You know, I'm not good at everything. I suck at a lot of things. You know. Like, you're probably not going to be the next LeBron James. You know, me either. But we have to understand that, you know. So, life has different obstacles and goals. And
you know, I know, like, a lot of people, they feel like, you know, they made it. And when people feel like they made it, a lot of times it's followed by this wave of depression. And I think it's because they feel like they made it, so they stop leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
How important do you think it is even if you feel successful, how important is it to still keep achieving something more?
I think every day is leveling up. Every day you're alive and breathing is leveling up. If you think that I'm going to work until I'm 50 and then retire and go hit golf balls on a golf course the rest of your life, you think that's the dream or the reality, that's wrong. In my opinion, I believe that each day we're here, we are meant to do something. That is what in my eyes. And I believe that you can learn and achieve things every day, and you will never run out of something to learn. I honestly believe that.
But a lot of people what I'm trying to say is they stop.
I know they stop because.
So you're saying it's very important to keep
every day. Every day you have to find something. Every day, you have to find something to do, some way to do more, to help others. I mean, that's the point, really. You know, everybody is just working this 40-hour a week and grinding for a dream of relaxing on a beach or hitting a golf ball, or you know what I mean, or I mean, that's what are you gonna do? You're gonna sit there for the rest of your life and not do nothing? I mean, there's more to life. I mean, you gotta have fun.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do that stuff, but it's a dream. You know, it's not the truth. It's not reality. So, what about you? What do you think?
Well, because
what do you think leveling up is to you?
I think it's a very important thing to always be creating something. Because the moment somebody stops creating something, that's when that darkness settles back in them.
Yeah.
Because, and a lot of people, at certain levels, every level somebody gets at, once somebody else passes their level, they grow resentment. They get jealous of that person because that person surpassed them. They might have been somebody who was once below them, but now they're somebody who shot up past them because they decided to plateau at a certain level in life. You know, a lot of people hate our last president because he kept on leveling up and he's still going when everybody else is still at the level they were at and he shot up past them. And that's just one example. I mean, you see this everywhere though. Everywhere. It's
yeah. I know.
You see it in movies. It's a common movie thing where somebody's at a certain level and this little guy comes up, shoots up past him, and then he grows resentment toward that guy.
Elon Musk, you know.
Elon Musk is a perfect example.
I mean, honestly. I mean, even right now, you know, we might be nobodies to podcasts, all that stuff. You know what I mean? We might be. But that doesn't mean anything. Joe Rogan was once a nobody. Michael Jordan was once a nobody. Everybody starts as nobodies until there's somebody, you know. I mean,
but it's
just the
work
first,
every day.
It's the first step, and you know. So, you want to play a little game?
What do you got in mind? What do you got?
Hopefully you can edit this. But no, I think we should ask each other 2 questions and stupid questions and see if you can answer how many right.
Okay. How about you start us off?
All right. Who was the first president?
George Washington.
All right, you got one for me?
Oh boy. Stay on presidents. Who is the next president?
Thomas Jefferson?
Who's our next president?
Oh, the next one. Who's gonna get voted in?
Yeah.
Trump. I think Donald Trump is gonna get voted in. What is money made out of?
I actually think it's some sort of cloth. I don't think it's actually a paper.
No. Can't look it up because we don't have anything to look it up.
I think it's
Can you look it up on the computer?
Let's find out.
Where is money made out of?
Yeah, let's. Oh, there goes the mic.
It's okay.
What is? I can't type it in anymore. 75% cotton.
25% linen. All right. I don't know. I thought it'd be a little fun to just do a little question. Hey.
Well, I got some quick questions for you.
All right.
Are you a morning or a night person?
Night.
If you could travel to any time, any place to talk with one person, who would it be and why?
Oh man.
Any time, any place.
That is a tough one. Anytime, any place.
I know you said you're a big guy in Benjamin Franklin.
Yeah, I would no. It would have to be George Washington. That is my idol.
GW?
Yep. Honestly, that guy is my idol. How about you? For the first and second, morning or night?
Like to be a morning person. Sometimes I'm more productive at night though.
If you could travel anywhere, place or time?
With one person?
Nope.
I think it would be really cool to be with what's that guy's name? Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh, Da Vinci.
Da Vinci.
Oh.
That'd be a good one. Or Thomas Edison.
Oh yeah, Thomas Edison.
And then, what's your biggest fear?
The ocean with sharks. My biggest fear is sharks.
We got to get you in a shark cage.
No way. How about you? What's your biggest fear?
My biggest fear, being buried alive.
That's a bad one. That's a terrible one. Might have to try it sometime. I'm just kidding.
I think it's some sort of therapy, actually.
Probably. There's therapy for everything nowadays. People break stuff for therapy.
Oh, what is your pet peeve?
People who are annoying. Talk a lot. I like peace.
So, I'm your pet peeve.
No. Not even close.
No. Mine would be when people don't use their blinker when they're changing lanes.
Oh, yeah.
That pisses me off.
Minneapolis for you. I don't know. Nobody can drive around the city.
And then last one. What's one piece of advice would you tell your younger self?
Stay patient. Stay patient through the storm, man. I rushed so many things and was running on a treadmill for nothing. I worried and was so anxious about so many things, and I had no reason to be. Patience, man. How about you?
Mine would be finish what you start.
Finish what you start. That's
Finish
a good
what
one.
you start.
That is good. A lot of people do not do that. There's a lot of 25ers, there's a lot of 50s, a few 75ers, and very, very few 100%ers out there.
Yep. It's a big one.
I honestly, that is a really good one.
See, well, I really enjoyed our conversation today.
Yeah, I mean, anything else you'd like to say to anybody out there listening, the younger generation, anybody suffering from anything? Is there anything you'd like to say? One more thing?
Just find somebody close to talk to help you through the times.
Yep.
And then don't give up.
Yeah, you might feel isolated, you might feel alone sometimes, but there's nothing wrong with that, honestly. Get help if you can. If not, there's people are a phone call away. Friends, family, anybody.
It's always good to ask for help.
It is, and don't try to be strong. Don't try to be tough. You can get through anything, you know. I would say one thing that I'd like to say before I leave this podcast is it's not always going to be an easy road, but good days come after the bad, and I've been in darkest times in my life sometimes, and somehow they always got better, even when I believed they wouldn't. And I truly do believe that good comes from the bad and better days to come.
There's always light at the end of the tunnel.
Yes, there is.
So, hope you guys enjoy today's podcast. Again, we were here with Dan Maier. Hope you can come join us another time.
Yes, sir. That'd be awesome. Thank you, Carter.
So, I'll put your information down below.
Everybody subscribe to the Unexpected Podcast with Carter and Frank.
Yep, like, subscribe, and share this channel. Thank you, Dan.
No problem, man.
Thank you. See you guys.